So this week's Tubi movie of the week is Wide Open, the Andre Rison story. Now, this movie wasn't a recommendation, but it was the first movie that came on when I cut Tubi on. So I figured, hey, I might as well pop in the tape. I know their love story. It was a classic, crazy, tabloid-ridden relationship. So everybody remembers that from the 90s. So I'm like, hey, I'll watch it, whatever. The movie is extra long and drawn out, but there is a reason why I added this movie to the club, because it's not that good of a movie, but I'm going to tell you why I want you to watch it. Now, I didn't know who created the movie or who was a part of it, but as I started watching it, I started seeing familiar faces. Like, two of the Braxton sisters were on the movie. One of the girls from Escape was in the movie, and Benzino's, I believe, his ex-wife, but I believe they have a child. I saw her in the movie as well. And I'm like, okay, this person must be kind of somewhat connected in Atlanta, because there was a lot of like Atlanta people in it. And also, you know how a lot of times on these Tubi movies, when they play music on these movies, you don't be knowing where these songs come from. They be like originals or something like that. But this movie actually had real songs in it. But the dialogue was extra drawn out. This movie could have definitely been at least a half an hour shorter, because I believe it's like 2 hours. But it was a little long, but it basically started from when he was a kid and his experience that he had with his mother, to making it to the NFL, to Lisa's relationship, to her passing away, to him getting married and starting a family. That's basically the layout. Neither of them were depicted in the film as being, terrible people. So that was a plus. Because if you remember when this happened, you would have thought that they were like Bonnie and Clyde. How bad the headlines were and how bad they were trying to make it seem once, they started going through their domestic situation. But approximately the last scene was when he found out that Left Eye was killed. He was laying in the bed. He got a phone call. He answered the phone. When he answered the phone, you didn't hear anything. You just saw the phone drop in slow motion. And then the next scene, they show Left Eye in this like white outfit in the clouds, like angelic and just floating in the air, basically. And then the next thing you know, he walks into a room and he kisses this like Puerto Rican girl or something. So I'm confused by like, what exactly does this mean? So once the movie was ending, they basically put words on the screen and was like, Andre Rison went on to marry Lisa Lopez. So I'm confused at this point, because it's not registering to me, because I just saw, you got the phone call that Left Eye passed. So I was confused, and I had to Google for a little bit more clarity. And upon my Googleization, I come to the realization that he married another woman named Lisa Lopez. This woman right here. And that immediately sent me over the edge. Like, I was done. Like, what type of sick, weirdo, like, freak, obsession, like, what in the world? And basically, that's how the movie ended. Now, I'm more confused after watching the movie than I was before I started it. And that can't be good. I wish he would have elaborated on that a little bit more instead of just throwing it out there like that and then moving on. And Andre was a part of this movie behind the scenes, so he approved this message. If you watch the movie, what you thinking about this?